Doing some work on the Excursion. New radio. Some other stuff. All kinds of action. What's up, Mick? How long have I been coming in here?
30 years.
Not quite 30 years. Probably been coming in here, cranking up car audio since the late 90s. Cranking up car audio. North Richmond Hills off Roof Snow. I used to live right down the street. I own some properties over here. Been doing business with these dudes since about 98, I think. Something like that. They've been here a long time. Before they were here, they were across the street. So they've been doing business in this area for a long time. They're pretty trusted and reputable. They also do a lot of vinyl printing and things that they help me with. They wrap cars. I'm getting the shade here. Yeah. And they've worked on any car that I have. Now listen, I have my own shop. I have my own guys that can clearly do this. But we're busy doing some cars right now. And well, during all this Corona stuff, I figured they could use the business. You know, they're friends of mine. Wanted to send them a little business. They do quality work. I know that it's going to be done right, and I won't have to worry about it. And my guys are busy building cars. I didn't want to pull them off of a car to go work on my personal rig, and I wanted to throw them a few bones. So we're putting in a Kenwood system. This particular model is a DDX5706S. I picked this one because of two reasons. Number one, it has a knob. I'm a knob kind of guy. I like a knob on the radio. Also, it has backup camera, but it also has Apple CarPlay. Now, I'm an Apple guy. I'm recording this on my Apple iPhone 11 Pro. Wanted to add a backup camera to this thing for this little hitch so that I could see when I'm backing up to a hitch. This is the BMW hitch. I showed you this earlier in my previous video. I'll post a link to it again. You can fold this thing up and under so it doesn't wreck your shin when you walk by. That's a really cool feature. I was going to talk about the wheels. I put these Michelin tires on, and I've taken the big knobby tires off. And let me tell you, after putting these new street tires on, the truck rides like it's on rails. All the bumpity, wobbly stuff is gone. It doesn't need anything. I thought it needed alignment. I thought it needed bushings and shocks. Maybe it still does, but the thing is riding beautifully now. Now that I've replaced these tires. These tires, it was about $1,100, discount tire, worth every penny. Okay. So we got the thing ripped apart and putting in a new radio rig. It came with this cool little Alpine unit back here. It was a subwoofer. I had them take it out. I don't want a subwoofer. And then putting in the backup camera and the radio. Here's these tires. These are Michelin Defenders, I guess they are. Yeah. These are 265/60 R20s. There's the pattern. Now, what's interesting, the back has 2-inch spacers. The front does not have the spacers. We were going to take the spacers off, but what I realized is that these aftermarket wheels, these are all the same, whereas the factory wheels would have had a straight down offset like this, and then the rear axle would be like shorter. So when we tried to take the spacers off, the back wheels were inside the fender and the front wheels were on the outside of the fender. So we realized we had to leave the rear 2-inch offset spacers in there in order for the tires. We got the doors open so you can't see what's going on, but close this door here. Anyway, the point is the they're all in line. They're not sticking out terribly. Sticking out a little bit, not a lot. When you find a good company that does good work, you really want to support them, want to bring them your business, and stick with them. You know, there are some car stereo places over by where I am, but they specialize more in what the word is. I'm trying to be nice about it. They do more like lowriders. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need the kicker bass thing. Matter of fact, this truck came with this Alpine subwoofer. Sorry about that. And I had them take it out. I know you're thinking, well, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Because it took up like the whole back of this thing. And I wanted this for storage. I don't want to haul around a speaker. Just listen to regular music, folks. I listen to rock and roll. I don't need like bass city stuff. I'm not into that gig, okay? I don't take it out. Throw it in the dumpster. I don't care what you do with it. Get it out of my truck. Take those stupid knobby wheels off the truck. I wish I could lower it. I wish I could bring it down. But this is actually, I think, stock height for this thing. But, you know, the higher the truck, the worse it's going to be going around corners and things. It's going to be all over the road. So I want this thing just to ride smooth. The purpose of this thing is halt vehicles. Now, I could have got something else, you know, but I love the way this thing's set up. The front end of this thing is gorgeous, as we showed you in the previous video. I'm going to be doing some more custom work to it. A little bit of things here and there. I'm digging the Rockstar wheels. Some people don't like them. They think they're a little played, but I like them. And I was a little 50-50 on these like LED taillights. Those might have been a little flea market for me, but I kind of dig them. I'm kind of getting off on them. I'm liking them. So the truck's making me happy for a 2003. Saw a lot of people in the comments complaining, but I did want to mention, and this will be in the comments down there. I started a Excursion group on Facebook. So if you're really into these, if you have one of these, come join my Excursion group, and I'll put the link in there directly. It's the I think I called it like the Ford Excursion mod group, because this truck's a little modified, and there's a lot of people like to do other modifications. Some of the other modifications that people are doing are upgrading the interiors as well. Now this one hasn't been upgraded. I may do it, I don't know. I'm not super big fan of this peanut butter color that Ford likes to use in their trucks. But it would be a lot of work to do a color change on this thing. But I would way love it if it was just black leather or even gray. Even that 90s ass gray color that they used to use. But I'd prefer black and like some Alcantara. There are companies who do that. This company in Oklahoma does it. But it's just a lot of money. And I'm not daily driving this thing, although I have been lately. I have been daily driving it lately. I'm really loving it. What I really need is just an 8-track and an AM radio. Can you just put that in there? Just need an 8-track. Or maybe a nice cassette.
We can do that.
Nice cassette.
Reel to reel. We got a reel to reel.
I have a reel to
It's
reel.
in the car.
Just a nice 8-track or an AM radio. Like there's like this thing. You literally have iPads on the dash over here. This thing.
That's what you want.
No, that's not what I want.
Are you sure?
No, I want a radio with a knob. Just a knob.
Well, with that big one, I think you want a knob.
This is the same unit I have, isn't it? Similar?
Yes.
And this is like the upgraded version of the one I have, except it's got no knob. It's got buttons.
Right, and it doesn't have CarPlay.
Yeah. I prefer the knob. I'm a knob kind of guy. I got a lot of stuff here. I'm such an old codger. So Chuck, my installer, is helping me out. There's an adapter that'll work with the steering wheel to operate the stereo, and he goes, you know, we can program it, and you can make any of the buttons on here do whatever you want on the radio. You can make it, you know, like hold this button, it activates Siri. I go, no, I don't want any of that. None of that, please. I go, dude, I just want the volume up, volume down. All right. Next, that's it. You know, he goes, well, we can make the cruise control. I go, no, I want everything to be stock. I'm not interested. He goes, well, you could hold down this button and it activates Siri. I'm like, no. Volume up, volume down. That's all I want. I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple dude. I just want to listen to the radio. You know what I mean? And he goes, yeah, but you're not even using all the functions of this thing. I go, I only need to do one function. I need the steering wheel volume to go up and down, and maybe the next track. That's it. So exactly what I said happened. I wish I'd have recorded this. I tried to press volume button, right? And what did it do? Siri came on.
Immediately went to Siri.
Yes.
So can you? Yeah. And you can.
I reached over there and I go, let's just turn the volume up. Delete. Sorry, Robert, did you say? No, yeah. See, I would punch the crap out of this radio. The screen would be shattered in purple.
Say the module, it's an easy fix. It's a 5-second or 10-minute fix.
I hate Siri. I don't like Alexa either. Siri, Alexa,
Just leave it
Google.
on there, just to aggravate you.
Volume up, volume down, next track. Those are the only 3 things I want. That's it.
He's got a lot of options.
I know this is difficult. I don't want special features. I don't want it to change color. Just volume up, volume down, next track. That's it. I don't even need mode. Whatever mode does. size of this dang speaker. What would you put this speaker in? Look at this thing.
In the back of your,
This is like a, the people who put these in their cars are the people who drive past my house when wake me up that I want to start putting 9mm rounds into. This right here. See this thing? I've literally become that old man. You damn fool kids, get off of my lawn. Turn down your radio. You're broadcasting to the... Just want to hear the radio. I can already see the comment section now. Bob, you own your own custom car shop. You guys build DeLorean time machines. You can't figure out how to put a radio in a car? Well, like I told you before, I wanted to give them some business, but you know, my guys, the stuff that we do, we don't do this kind of work. And this is why you got to go to professionals. This is why I come here, because what happened is there was a broken wire or cut wire that ran from the clock spring of the steering wheel that ran to the steering wheel control module that they're installing. So every button on the whole steering wheel worked, right? The cruise control, the fan speed, the temperature, but the volume module did not work. The one thing that did not work. And these guys are so freaking good. He poked his head up under there and spotted, he knew the color of the wire, he knew where it was supposed to be, spotted it instantaneously within 30 seconds, patched the wire, fixed it, got the steering wheel controls working again in 30 seconds. And we would have been scratching our heads, running around like the Three Stooges, trying to figure out why. I would have bought a whole new steering column probably trying to fix it. You know what I mean? This is why I came here, because yeah, we can hook up a radio, but when it comes to stuff like that, that's why you call these guys. That's why I came all the way over here from Dallas, because otherwise it wouldn't have worked. I'd have been messing with it for hours, paying about, 3-4 guys making $20 an hour to poke around it. These guys are gonna have it done. It'll be done, right? And he's in there reprogramming the module right now. I would have never figured that out. You know what I mean? Never figured it out. So that's why I came here. Yeah. Crank it up, car audio. Here it is.
Just listening.
There's your module. Reprogrammed.
All right, just the way you want
For
it now,
simplicity.
right? Just the way you want it.
Just the way I want it. If it was up to me, we'd put it in an 8-track and a top-loading beta machine on over there. I'd just play Blazing Saddles on Betamax all the time. I don't need all this fancy stuff. I just want to be able to play the radio. I really just want to listen to Howard Stern on Sirius XM. Howard 100, Sirius XM. That's all I want to do. Well, here it is all put together. What I liked about this particular radio, and I'll post a link to it if you guys are into it, it's got a camera button, so I can hit that and go right to my camera and check out what's happening behind me anytime I want, so I can monitor my trailer, my hitch or something. It's got Apple CarPlay, but I don't have that hooked up because I don't have a freaking cord. I gotta go get a Apple Lightning cord. But man, this thing has everything, and all I need is the Apple CarPlay, and I got the Bluetooth hooked up. I'm listening to some of my jams. Loving Rockets. I like 80s goth music. That's my gig. And so yeah, now the steering wheel is working. The volume, I can't play the music, but everything's working properly. So hell yeah, man. Thank you, my guys, Chuck and Mick and everybody at Crank It Up Car Audio. Been doing business with them for over 20 years now. And I used to actually do their phone system, like my voice was their phone system, because I used to do voiceovers and phone systems. And for like 15 years, you'd call up here and you'd get me going, "Hello, thank you for calling Crank It Up Car Audio. Press 2 for directions." I used to do stuff like that. So yeah, I got super awesome camera and stereo in the truck now, and I'm gonna bring the Rolls Royce up here. They're gonna put in a remote start that works off your phone. I'll be able to start it with my phone, and then they're also gonna fix the remote start on this thing. It doesn't have one. It's got a cool Clifford Viper system, but it doesn't have the remote, and I want the remote. This thing takes a really long time to heat up, warm up, and it'd be great to be, in the house, getting dressed, fired up from in the house. It's nice and toasty or cooled down or whatever you need it to be when you get in. That's the whole trick. Hey, well, a little update on the truck, and hope you enjoyed it. I have, like I mentioned earlier, I got a Ford Excursion Club, the Ford Excursion Mod Club on Facebook. Link is down below in the description if you're really into these trucks. You know, and really any F-250, same thing. But we'll be doing a lot more to the rig. And thanks for tuning in. I'm Videobob. Rolling coal.